the most, the one, the only, the man that is too sweet to be sour, to quote the late, great American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I am John Breakdown. And first of all, big shout out to everyone who watched Arkham series that I've been doing. Also, big shout out to Mad Martin Gaming. And Mad Martin, if you're watching, hopefully tonight, because I'll be getting home around midnight, we can do some more Arkham. But today I am talking college football because I love football. I love the NFL, and the noise that you hear in the background is my son. He's watching Cars. He loves Disney's Cars, and he's drinking his drink, and he's watching his program. So he's content. He plays with his cars, and he loves Mater. He absolutely loves Mater. And here soon in January, late January, early February, we'll be having a little girl. So the Breakdown household is growing. But anyway, I'm talking college football, and today I want to talk about Lindy's Sports College Football. This is the 2025 edition. And what's up, Logan? Glad to have you on, man. And by the way, Logan, you can see that I am sporting the TNA hat that I got when I went to their TNA event here in Cameron, North Carolina. I got to meet Matt and Jeff Hardy, got to meet Joe Hendry, and it was a epic show. It was the show right before Hendry beat Namath for the TNA World Title, and Hendry was way over on that show. But anyway, Lindy's top 10 here, according to this magazine. The number one college football team is Texas, then Penn State, then the Ohio State University, the reigning defending national champion Buckeyes. Then we got Clemson, LSU, Notre Dame, Oregon, and team, the Crimson Tide of Alabama, rated at number 8, right ahead of Georgia and Miami. Now, I don't agree with these rankings, and I'll tell you why. Now, I honestly believe this year's national championship is going to be Ohio State's to lose. Yes, they lost Will Howard. Yes, Ohio State lost a couple pieces. We're doing good. Steph's at her doctor's appointment, Logan. But anyway, Ohio State's bringing back that defense, and I honestly believe that Ohio State will repeat if they can get past Michigan and Notre Dame. And Grow a Garden Clothes, thank you so much for and big shout out to Grow a Garden Pro. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for also liking the program. I'm glad to have each and every one of you around the world watching wherever it is that you're watching from. Now, Ohio State is going to be my number one. Number 2, I got to go with the Dogs of Georgia. Because, yes, they lost Carson Beck to the transfer portal, but Kirby Smart knows how to recruit. He knows how to get the most out of his players. And after studying at the altar of Nick Saban for so many years, and then finally winning a couple national championships of his own, I believe that Georgia should be number 2. And everyone's like, what about Texas? What about Archie Manning? Look, Texas made it to the playoffs. They beat Georgia in the SEC championship game. I don't think Arch Manning is as good as everyone thinks he is. This will be the year that we will find out. I have Texas at number 3. I have Texas at number 3 because I still believe that the SEC is the toughest conference in all of college football, and I think that Texas had a one-off year where they ran roughshod over everyone, just like how SMU ran roughshod over everyone in the ACC, and then they lost to Clemson. I think that Texas Texas lost a lot of players. I don't think they deserve all that praise, and I don't think Arch Manning is as good as everyone says he is. Now, that's not a knock against the Manning family, and that's not a knock against Arch. I just don't think Steve Sarkisian is that good of a coach. Because if y'all remember, Steve Sarkisian was the head coach of the USC Trojans, and he couldn't win there. He could not win the big one there at USC. So he came to Texas after studying under Nick Saban, and he's basically playing Alabama football at Texas. But if y'all remember, people learn and they scheme and they can tweak their defense, they can tweak their offense after reviewing film, and Texas just couldn't win. They couldn't win in the playoffs. So I have Ohio State number 1. I have Georgia number 2. I have Clemson number 3. Sorry. I have Ohio State number 1. I have Georgia number 2. I have Texas number 3, and then number 4. I'm going to talk about LSU. Now, I think LSU has all the talent in the world. Hold on, Bubba's. My son's wanting to watch cars here. And I think LSU, if Garrett Nussmeier balls out, I think LSU could run the gambit and win the SEC. Because anyone who goes to Death Valley and has to play them Tigers, that's a horrible environment to play in. Okay, Murder Drones. That's a sick comment to post in my chat. Can someone redact that or blacklist it? Because that Murder Drones fan, that's you're a sick puppy. Sick. But I think LSU will be number 4 on my list. I think they can win the SEC if they ball out and if Garrett Nussmeier finally figures out the formula to stop turning the ball over and everything. And we'll see. And what's up, Jesse? What's up, Edmund NY? Glad to have each and every one of you guys on here. I look nothing like Ed Sheeran. I'm sorry. I appreciate the compliment, but I do not have the vocal nor the singing talents of the great Ed Sheeran. And what's up, Jesse? Glad to have you on. Hey, Bubbas. My son's sitting here. We're watching cars, and we're talking college football here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what I will agree with, ladies and gentlemen, is Alabama's ranking at number 8. Now, as much as I love my Alabama Crimson Tide, I do not think that we're ready to compete for a national championship. I think we got to give Kalen DeBoer some more time, and I think Kalen's got to put his own fingerprints on this team. And that's what happens when you lose a coach as great as Nick Saban. And Kalen DeBoer has his own process because he proved that he's a winner at Washington, taking the Huskies to the national championship. Yes, they lost that game, but it proved that two things. It proved that DeBoer is a motivator and he's a great recruiter. And I think Alabama will get back up to those championship heights. I just don't think it's going to happen this year. I think we'll make the playoffs. I think we may win the SEC West if divisions were still a thing in college football. But a lot of things are going to have to happen in order to make me believe that Alabama can win a national championship this year. Jam Miller's going to have to ball out. Ty Simpson's going to have to ball out. Ty Simpson's going to have to prove to me that he can be more than a game manager like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron. And that's not a knock against Greg McElroy or A.J. McCarron. Both those dudes won national championships under Saban. And A.J. didn't have the NFL career like I thought he was going to have, but he's had a great UFL career, and he's had a great CFL career. He's been a great backup. But I mean, I think Ty Simpson could lead us to a national title in year 2 if he stays. If he doesn't stay, and if he goes into the NFL, I don't think he's going to do well because this is his first year as a starter. He's been a backup his freshman and sophomore years, so we'll see. Plus, we also got the highly recruited Keelan Russell that DeBoer has in the staff, so we'll see what happens. I don't believe Miami should be anywhere near the top 10 because the only thing that made Miami go was Cam Ward, and Cam Ward's gone. He's in the NFL, and I think that Mario Cristobal better hope that he has the answer to repeat as ACC champions. I mean, sorry, if he can make it to the ACC championship, because honestly, I think Miami is going to run into Notre Dame. And everyone's like, well, what about Florida State? Look, Florida State has been running their mouth saying, oh, Alabama ain't Alabama no more. We're going to roll them over. I cannot wait. I've already got it circled on my blackboard for the first game of the season, FSU versus Alabama, because I think we're going to shut the Seminoles up because they had a bad year last year. I mean, they had a historically bad year that I think if Bobby Bowden was still alive, he'd be rolling over in his grave. Hold on, Bubba. I'll turn cars on. So, but anyway, I digress, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to have each and every one of you on here. And tonight at 10 o'clock, 11 Eastern time, I'm going to be live in Batman Arkham Asylum. Hey, I'm coming back over. Move your leg. Don't you shout at me. There. Let me check your diaper. I got to make sure that you didn't poop. Okay, good. All right. Sorry, my son's being loud. But I'll be live tonight in Batman Arkham Asylum around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Me and Mad Martin Gaming will be going up against Killer Croc. And really, really looking forward to that. I'm glad that you guys have enjoyed the Arkham series, and I'm glad that you guys are also wanting me to get back to doing JBCW, and I'll get back to doing that, ladies and gentlemen. And I also want to thank each and every one of you for the birthday wishes and the happy birthdays. I'm 1 year older, closer to being 40. I'm 35 now. So these last 3.5 years doing YouTube have been absolutely fantastic. I've met some amazing people. I've gamed with some amazing people, and each and every one of you is fantastic in your own right. And I sincerely hope that you guys have a good rest of your week, wherever it is that you live. And I hope that you guys tune into the broadcast tonight. And I hope that I can continue doing this to where you guys don't get bored and you don't unsubscribe. But anyway, I'm going to get off of my soapbox here, and I will see you guys. Same breakdown time, same breakdown place. Smash that like button if you're here. Smash that subscribe button if you're new. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy the future broadcasts. So I will see you guys tonight, live in Arkham Asylum.